Somebody asked me to do a long-term reliability report on Dodge Charger Hellcat. As you can see, the 6,574 miles on it. Barely any mileage. I'm really anxiously waiting for the wide body Hellcat to come out. As soon as that wide body Hellcat comes out, I'm going to be very, 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 very happy because I want to trade up and I want to be able to get that wide body. So this way, everybody else will have a Hellcat that doesn't look anything like mine. So, you know, it's held up pretty well. It's a great car. These tags, as you know, these tags have clips and you can replace your old tag with the new tag. So this way you can either change the color to black, red, gray, silver, whatever you want. But the car is held up very well, you know. But to tell you the truth, my favorite driver is actually the Jeep Grand Cherokee. It really is my favorite driver. And the reason ultimately is because it's the only thing that you can use all year round. And that in and of itself makes it the best possible driver. Like, you know, the thing about it is when you're gonna get 9 miles to a gallon, and that's what you get, like some people who drive on the highway all the time, they get better gas mileage. When you're doing 9 miles per gallon, it's like, you know, really, it's like you want to be as comfortable as possible because a lot of times you end up sitting in traffic and it ends up killing your fuel efficiency. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you're driving, well, first of all, I don't drive in track mode. There's a lot of people drive in track mode, and when they put it in track mode, their electronic stability goes off, right? You don't want to drive around like that because the problem is if you hit like a patch of water or ice or whatever like that, some people think that it's funny and cute. The thing about it is when you get into a car accident, there ain't nothing funny about having to call Geico and you got to tell Geico, oh shit, I slammed into somebody. You don't want to have to do that. So as you can see, obviously, red keys in use, gives you the graphic just like before. You know, and the thing about it is, what's going to happen is I want to keep mileage on this thing as low as possible because I want to be able to get the highest possible value when that wide body comes out. You know, and I believe that it's going to happen. I know that they're changing up the design of the Hellcat. They're going to make it so that you're going to have the 2 inlets in the front. I know you're going to have adaptive cruise control. I'm still angry. Look at this. I complained about this the moment I got this car. There's no adaptive cruise control. There's no front sensors in the bumpers. I've always been upset about that. And like when people ask me all the time, they're like, gee, I was going to get a Hellcat, but you've convinced me to get a Jeep. The problem is, for right now, the Jeep has the best technology package of all of the cars. Even if you consider the Trackhawk, the Trackhawk doesn't have a technology package as powerful as, say, Range Rover or something. But the problem is a Range Rover costs $130,000. So it really annoys me when people start talking about all these foreign cars that cost $130,000, $140,000, $150,000. You know, I stick with Mopar because Mopar gives you a lot for your money. And there's almost no other car that you can get that gives you 700. Wait. I want you to hear this shit. I want you to hear this. Let me turn down that so you can hear it. Who the fuck else gives you 707 horsepower? You tell me, beyond Lamborghini, which cost $500,000, who gives you 707? Nobody does. Nobody. Who? Wait. I can't hear. I can't. Listen, it sounds like a Prius is outside. Listen very carefully. Listen. Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck else gives you that kind of... Nobody. That's the answer. So you can talk about Range Rover, or you could also be driving real slow in traffic too. In fact, my bottom line is this. It's like, let me roll it up. Right now, it's really fucking hot outside. It's like 100 degrees outside. But let me get that air conditioning up. But anyway, nobody else gives you nobody else gives you shit like this. That's the reason why, for me, it's Mopar or no car. But let me tell you like this, that new wide body Hellcat coming, it's going to have the new inlets. I think it's going to have even more than 707. I think those things are going to make probably 800 horsepower starting. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I seriously believe that they're going to make it so, Chrysler's going to make it so that you could put high octane fuel in your wide body Hellcats. I really believe that they're going to do that for 2019, because if you've got those air inlets, most likely that air inlet is needed so that you can burn more gas. Like, who'd want to burn more gas when the shit is $4 a gallon? Because as you know, a lot of people make fun of me when I'm making videos and my gas tank is always on fucking empty. Well, look at that, look at that. Instead of empty, it says like 5/5 or something, 4/5 right there. So anyway, gas is $4 a gallon. Look at the Trump finger. Gas is $4 a gallon right now. So the bottom line is, I believe that the wide body Hellcat, I honestly believe that there's gonna be high octane fuel. Now Chrysler hasn't said anything, and obviously they ain't gonna say nothing, but I really, really do believe that there's gonna be high octane fuel. I gotta cool my booty. Hold on, let me turn that high ventilated seats on so I cool my ass. But you know, to tell you the God's honest truth, first of all, when I first made this video, Supercharged Black People, when I first made this video, the thing about it was nobody had this car back then, and I really believed that this car was going to be limited edition. The thing about it is, it turned out that they weren't limited edition. It turned out that they were selling these things left and right? So, personally, I mean, it's a great car and everything, but I kind of fell out of love with it, because now when you go to car shows, everybody's fucking got one. It's like, there's like 4, 5, 6 Hellcats. Everybody's usually got the Challenger, but because this is New York, everybody's got a Charger. Now, if you go to other states or you go to other areas like Pennsylvania, most of the people have Challenger Hellcats. So I kind of found that annoying. And you know, when I would go to car shows, I like to be able to simply win trophies without having anybody else competing with me. And right now, there's not that many cars that you can actually buy where basically nobody else has access to that kind of car. So, in my opinion, it's like, right now, I'm just looking for something new. Like, if you have a Challenger wide body, you know what I'm talking about, because if you had the old Challenger, it's like everybody sees the old Challenger and it looks just like all the other Challengers. But the wide body would be awesome if they make that for this car. But what I'm believing is that Chrysler is going to do something awesome to this Charger. I believe that they're going to make this thing look fabulous. I absolutely believe that they're going to make this thing look fantastic. And I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no idea what they're going to do, because they're not telling us anything. But ultimately, I really have high hopes. I have strong beliefs. I have high hopes. So, you know, I don't want to waste too much gas, but I really believe that they're going to do something amazing with this car. And all we got to do is just sit back and wait. Looking good! Like that shit, looking good. See, when you look at this steering wheel in my Jeep, all the features are available. And that's what the 2019 Challenger and Charger are expected to bring back to the table. All of the same features that you could have gotten in a Chrysler 300, you'll be able to get all those features. But the one feature that the Challenger and the Charger can't offer you is a gigantic fucking car. Now, granted, the Challenger and Charger are both big cars, but the thing about it is, as you can see, this market has moved to crossovers and SUVs. SUVs, if they can afford them, because a lot of SUVs are very expensive. So what most people end up doing is they get crossovers. And I'm a big guy, and you know that. We're Americans, we're fucking huge. And the thing about it is, it's like the cars, they're just not doing enough for us. So ultimately, America has chosen to evolve the car into the crossover and the SUV. So when I'm getting a crossover SUV, I expect it to have all this shit in it. I want to have backup sensors, camera, front sensors, adaptive cruise control. I can throw this thing into adaptive cruise control just like this. And Chrysler makes it so simple. Watch this. You hit the cruise control button, and then you set a speed. You just push set, and then the thing will just, and that was it. That's all I had to do, 2 buttons. Just 2 buttons. You push cruise control, then you push set, and this thing will constantly drive. If you want to speed up, you push set plus, and it drives faster. Right now, the Challenger and Charger Hellcats don't have those. So let's say you're on a highway and you don't feel like, you know, racing anybody, and you just, let's say you're in traffic. Let's say you're in traffic just like this. And it's stop and go fucking traffic. Everybody hates stop and go traffic. With the cruise control that Chrysler gives you, it's just like what Mercedes gives you on the S-Class. This thing slows itself all the way to a stop. Now notice, I'm not using my foot, not even using my foot. Look at that. Not using my foot. And this thing slows itself to a stop, maintains its own speed. Like, watch this. You see this piece of shit Mini? Watch this. It's gonna slow down. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. No foot. Look at that. No foot. Look at that. No. Look at that shit. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's why I stick with Mopar. That's why I stick with Mopar. Y'all can talk all the shit about burning oil and all that nonsense. It's like, listen, when you buy top-of-the-line SRT products, you ain't even got to worry about none of that stuff. So my thing is, I'll be really happy when the Challenger and the Charger get those features. I really hope to God that they bring back the 300 and make it the Hellcat, because I would definitely get a 300 Hellcat. Because, as you know, I had 3 Chrysler 300s. I fucking love the 300 because I love the way it looked. When I wear my suit, I'd get out of that car when I go to the store. I got people asking me if I'm hiring, if I got jobs. And I'm like, whoa, slow down, guy. It's just a black car, and it's just a black suit. And they think that I own something. They think I'm, like, hiring. Like, and it has that look to it. And I just love that look. That's a Lincoln that's a Mark LT. You know, Lincoln could have sold more of those if they had designed it more like the Cadillac Escalade EXT. But Ford, I don't know what the hell's going on with Ford. If they're not going to hire me, then they deserve to go bankrupt. Because they said they're going to have to cancel their cars and they're just going to make crossover and SUVs, because crossovers and SUVs are the big thing. So that's part of the reason why I'm looking forward to the new Chrysler products. That in a nutshell, that's the reason why I'm looking forward to them.